and welcome back to another week in new genre books. My name is Amelia, and from Locus magazine, we're going to tell you all the new science fiction, fantasy, horror, and related books being published the week of August 27th, 2024. First up, science fiction, we have one title. Sometimes things slow down toward the end of the month due to publishing schedules. Don't judge us. From Audrey Lee, we have The Mechanics of Memory, out from Camcat Books in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a science fiction novel. Hope Nanako undergoes a reconsolidation treatment at a corporation specializing in memory recovery. She wants to remember what happened in her lost year. Each procedure reveals inconsistent fragments, and the corporation seems to be protecting its own secrets. If you're missing the science fiction, why not go back and watch some of our recent videos? I bet there's stuff we covered that you'd like to know about. Our goal is to get our watch hours up over 4,000 so that this channel can support itself, and we're close. Help us out. There won't be a quiz, but you will get that good feeling of helping out a small nonprofit. Next up, horror, we have 4 titles. From Nathan Ballengren, we have Crypt of the Moon Spider, out from Nightfire in trade paperback and ebook. This is a horror novella, the first in the Lunar Gothic trilogy. A gargantuan spider with magical silk once lived in a cave beneath the dense forests and streams on the surface of the moon. Now, in 1923, the Barrowfield Home for Treatment of the Melancholy operates on the moon and uses the spider silk to cure mental illnesses. From Dawn Kurtagic, we have The Madness, out from Graydon House in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a horror/suspense novel. Mina, a psychiatrist in London, gets a letter from her childhood friend who is displaying mysterious symptoms similar to an amnesiac patient she has been treating. To help the two women, Mina leaves her practice and returns to her hometown in Wales, where she must confront her own dark secrets, along with an evil beyond comprehension. From Vincent Ralph, we have One House Left, out from Wednesday Books in trade paperback, hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult horror novel about a street cursed by the vengeful spirit of the hiding boy. Every 6 years, a different house on the street is the scene of a tragedy. Nate and his family try to outrun the curse, then Nate gets involved in an urban legend club, and the stories start to blur. From Natalie C. Parker, we have Come Out, Come Out, out from Putnam in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult horror novel. A group of queer teens unable to come out to their families band together and hide in an old abandoned house in the woods when they need safety. One of their number vanishes and the others can't remember what happened. 5 years later, a spirit that looks like the missing girl begins to haunt the survivors. Next up, fantasy, we have 11 titles. From Ransom Riggs, we have Sunderworld Volume 1, The Extraordinary Disappointments of Leopold Berry, out from Dutton in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult portal fantasy novel, the first in a series. Leopold, age 17, sees weird things around Los Angeles that come from a 1990s TV show he was once obsessed with. He soon learns that Sunderworld is real and in grave danger. He'll be the hero, he decides. What could go wrong? From Devin Madsen, we have Between Dragons and Their Wrath, out from Orbit US in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is an epic fantasy novel. 3 women, a glassblower/poisoner, a laundress with strange new abilities, and a sharp-shooting dragon rider fight to survive political enemies, long-buried secrets, and monsters both within and without. From Wendy Wonder, we have Mysterious Ways, out from Wednesday Books in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult fantasy novel mixing humor and tragedy. 17-year-old Maya literally knows everything about the people she meets upon sight. This makes her depressed, and she is sent to a psychiatric facility and starts over at a new school. There, she meets a cute guy and thinks maybe her power will be useful for once. From Olivia Abtai, we have Twin Flames, out from 2 books in hardcover and audio. This is a young adult fantasy novel about teenaged Argentinian-Iranian twin girls, both very different and living in a small town. On their 18th birthday, a neighbor's barn mysteriously burns down, and when one of the twins discovers a djinn arising from the fire, she suddenly gains strange powers and can no longer touch iron. From Kayla Cottingham, we have Practical Rules for Cursed Witches, out from Delacorte in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult fantasy novel. A teen witch must complete her magical training by breaking a powerful family's curse, but her own affliction to never find true love gets in the way when she falls for the girl she's trying to save. From Ryan Graudin, we have The Enchanted Lies of Celeste Artois, out from Red Hook in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a historical fantasy novel of magic in early 1900s Paris. Celeste, a forger and con artist, is coughing blood and determined to make the most of the time she has left when she discovers the city's magical side. A mysterious stranger in an enchanted salon offers her extended life if she will use her forging talents for him. From Ren Handman, we have A Midnight So Deadly, out from Parliament House Press in trade paperback and ebook. This is a fantasy thriller. Two dreamers who start to record their dreams and publish them for their fans start to experience nightmares that bleed into the waking world. From Karen Hawkins, we have The Bookshop of Hidden Dreams, out from Gallery in trade paperback, hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy/magical realism novel in the Dove Pond series. A historian finds a unique tin of love letters in her family home and heads to the magical town of Dove Pond to investigate. The 80-year-old owner of the local bookshop and town archive is resistant to grant access, includes recipes and a reading group guide. From Alex Howard, we have The Ghost Cat, out from Hanover Square in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy novel. In 1902 Edinburgh, Grimalkin the cat passes on to become the Ghost Cat. Unseen among the inhabitants of the tenement where he lives, he witnesses history from a cat's eye view for the next 120 years. From Megan Scott, we have The Temptation of Magic, out from Inkyard Press in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult fantasy novel, the first in the Imperial trilogy. Shapeshifter Nicole Palmer lives in hiding from the Wake, a shadowy organization that will force her to join or kill her if she's discovered. While searching for a secret message about how to destroy the Wake for good, Nicole is forced to team up with a handsome Imperial assassin and must hide her identity from him. From Heather Walter, we have Crimson Crown, out from Del Rey in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a fairy tale fantasy novel, a queer Tudor-inspired version of the story of Snow White. Eilith, who will someday become the Wicked Queen, is a young witch who lives in the forest with her coven, practicing in secret to hide from the White King. Eilith's magical gifts haven't revealed themselves yet, and she sets out on a quest to the White Palace to prove herself. Finally, in Anthologies and Collections, we have two titles. From Ian McCaig, we have Small Town Tales, out from Titan Books in hardcover. This is an illustrated collection of 12 short stories about Small Town, where Lake Wobegon meets Norman Rockwell with monsters and its special inhabitants, including ghosts, vampires, demons, sea monsters, a house that steals things, and more, with art by McCaig. From Paul Kane and Marie O'Regan, we have folk horror short stories, out from Flame Tree Collections UK in hardcover. This is an anthology of 17 stories, 5 new, covering a wide range of mythologies and dark corners from around the world, revealing tales from the shadows of isolation, creepy forests, and horrors rising from the land itself. Authors include Neil Gaiman, Alison Littlewood, and Adam L.G. Neville, part of the Beyond and Within series. That wraps up this week. Please subscribe and turn notifications on so that YouTube can help us connect. We are at Locus Mag and at Locus Magazine on most platforms. Locus is a 501c3 nonprofit. We couldn't do this work without your support. We'll see you next week with more new books.